Right, so in today's video I'm going to try and build a better, compact and collapsible work table for small workspaces or when you need to work on the go. Okay, so recently I was asked by a friend who is a little bit limited on space to build a small foldable or collapsible table that he can use as a workbench or as an assembly table for small projects. It needs to be able to fold up and store out the way because, as I said, he is limited on space. I looked around online for ideas, but I didn't really see anything that I was happy building, so I rather decided to draw inspiration from what's out there and design from scratch. In this video I'm going to show you what I came up with. For the worktop, I'm going with about 1200 by 600 millimeters or 47 by 24 inches, which I think is a reasonable size for a small work surface. And for the height, I'm going with about 900 millimeters or 35 inches. Okay, so for my folding or collapsible table, I am going to incorporate a cross-leg system, which is quite common under or with folding and collapsible tables, but I want to add an additional mechanism that will hopefully add stability and also kind of streamline the folding process. But before I get to that mechanism, I am first going to assemble the cross section. Now, though a cross-leg system is quite common with collapsible tables, there is a major downside. Cross legs would be subjected to more stress when load is applied to the table when compared to a straight leg system. That's why I'm going with more robust pieces of lumber for the legs. I'm chamfering the edges on the legs, but this is mostly cosmetic. I'm also going to add a chamfer to the holes I drilled for the pivot points to act as a type of a lead-in when I install the pipes or bushings that will facilitate that movement. The cross-leg system will consist out of an outer leg and an inner leg that will fit into each other, essentially allowing it to collapse completely and taking up the least amount of space. Okay, so now I have the two components prepped that I will assemble to form the cross leg system or the folding mechanism. Now the one leg is slightly narrower than the other, so it fits into the other one, and into the pivot holes that I've already drilled I'm going to install aluminium piping that will facilitate that movement. Then to keep the assembly together I'm going to install bolts through the center of the pipes. The purpose of the aluminium pipe is to act as a type of bushing to facilitate the movement, and in between the two legs I'm going to install a washer so the wood doesn't grind up against each other. Right, so this is now the folding mechanism or legs, cross legs, that will facilitate the table's ability to fold up or collapse. Next I'm going to install a frame around the folding mechanism that will in a way house it when it is in its collapsed state. I will in a moment also install the additional mechanism and later or towards the end of the video the work surface or top. So in a way the frame will tie the entire project together. Right, so that's the cross leg section or the folding mechanism and the frame now assembled via this piece of aluminium pipe, which is also going to form a pivot point between the outer leg section and the frame. At a later stage in the project or before the end, I'm going to cap the ends over here with a small piece of wood just to prevent the pipe from moving out of position. At this stage, if I attach a top and a type of latching mechanism to keep the table in its working position, it will function as a collapsible table or a collapsible workbench. But I'm not particularly happy with it as is, because if I just attach the top at this point and a stop block, it would mean that during the setup and the collapse of the table, the operator or user would have three main components to keep track of or try and keep control of, which is obviously the top and the top frame, the outer leg section and the inner leg section. That's where the additional mechanism that I had in mind comes in. Hopefully it would simplify the setup and collapse of the table and also add stability and strength. Now, the idea behind this additional mechanism is to physically fix the inner leg to the top or to the top frame as well. And as a result, when any component on the table or on the folding mechanism is moved, it would automatically transfer that movement to all the other components as well. Okay, so the mechanism works as I had intended. Exactly how strong it is, we're going to see in a moment. First, I want to turn it around, get it on its feet and attach the top. Okay, so this is pretty much my foldable or collapsible table in its working position or its setup state. Now the height of the top is about 900 millimeters, which I think is a nice height for a work surface, and the size of the top I think is decent but still fits in with the idea of this project. It needs to be collapsible and compact. Then the design itself turned out to be stronger than even I anticipated. Now I haven't exactly made up my mind as to the best sequence for setting up or collapsing the table. At this stage I think the safest way would be to turn the table on its side and then either fold the legs in or out. Once the table is in this position, the legs can be easily extended or collapsed by manipulating this mechanism. Okay, so at this stage the table is perfectly functional and it does exactly what I designed it to do, but I think I can even further improve on the design with some simple pieces of hardware. I would like to better secure the table in its working position and in its collapsed position, and I would like to add some wheels to make it easier to move around when it is folded up. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my collapsible table, and I think I achieved what I set out to achieve with this project by designing and building a strong and stable collapsible work surface. Then if you guys want to support the channel, I will be adding plans for this project to my plans website and linking it down below so you guys can check it out there. Then if you aren't subscribed yet and you want to see more projects like this, you should do that now. My next video will probably be a workstation storage system for my miter saw and planer, so look out for that. And that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's anything you would like to add or any opinions you have about this project, please drop it in the comment section down below. I love hearing from you guys. For now, however, thank you so much for watching. Till next time. Cheers.